I'm out here in Rock Bay, which is in between Bayport and Pine Island. I'm anchored up in the kayak right now, back in by a little island. As you can see out here, we're probably half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile from the Gulf. Back in a little bay. Get this grass along here. Awesome. Oh, you're looking at me. Let me turn it around. There we go. I'm not used to this camera again. This camera is out of one of my underwater housings. Years ago I bought it, and it came with this little weatherproof casing, which I never used. And one day I was saying, wonder if I could use that. Here we are, I'm using it. Look at this spot. I got 2 baits in the water. I got a dead sardine with his tail twisted off. Over back there I got a live shrimp. These should be good baits. Right now, the tide is still coming in. Almost high. This was my plan, and it worked out well. When I left Bayport, inside there, the tide was just starting to change, so I didn't have anything to paddle against when I came out. After I passed the park and came out to the Gulf, the tide was still coming in a little bit, but that was okay because I was going northwest, and in this part of the world, the tide comes from the southwest, so I was crossing it at an angle, not too bad. By the time I got up here to the Rock Bay, the tide was still flowing in, so it was real easy for me to float in here and get around to the side of this little island here. I don't think it really has a name. It's sort of crescent shaped. And I'm on the front side of it right now as the tide's coming in. So, and you can see from my bait bucket laying in the water to the port side of my boat, which is toward the land, toward east, the water's still coming in a little bit. But look back in there. Let me see if I can make this zooming thing work here. You take off my sunglasses so I can see. Which button is it? I'm not sure which button it is. But anyway, you can see back in there, at low tide, there's rocks all exposed in there. Now I plan to hang around here that long today. We're going to see this spot. I'm going to come back to this exact spot at sunset, which should be beautiful, and we're going to see what this looks like all through here. I was here the other day fishing at a mid-tide, and I swear to God, I saw bull redfish and stuff working in the grass there. The tide was halfway down. You could see still water in there and stuff, but very shallow. But they weren't eating. The sun was shining bright, and it was really hot and humid. And they're a lot like us. They don't like that. But anyway, this looks perfect out here today. We're going to give it a shot. So, onward and upward. Wish me luck to get that tag redfish. I want that boat. Yeah, baby, let's do it. Onward and upward. Alright, here we are at another little island back in Rock Bay. Now, this is the one fellow was talking to me about. And he's showing me nice pictures of redfish. He was talking about right there. See where those mangroves are right there? He says it's all rocky underneath there, sloping down into that little bay where the grass is over there. And he had pictures of some big bull reds in there. So here we are. The tide is still coming in here. I'm not sure what time it is, but I thought by now the tide would be slack and turning around. But we're north of Bayport. We're going by Bayport's tide, so maybe that's what it is. But we have a slight breeze from the southwest or west, and really nice and comfortable, cloudy, so there isn't any sun beating down, taking my skin off my bones. All we need is the fish biting. You think I should sing to him? We'll give it a little while. This is the best part of it. Sitting still and taking a look at nature. Alright, I'll be back. This is one of the saltwater species you need to be careful of. You don't get hurt with these spines. Alright, can you see how I'm holding him? I got my fingers over his head, in front of his pectoral fins, the crick in my thumb and forefinger behind his dorsal fin. They're all as hard as rock. They're all sharp, very sharp. Funny story, when I first moved to Florida, I met this guy. We were out fishing on the flats and we were catching catfish. I've tried to eat these, they're not very good, and just the other day somebody was telling me they were good, so maybe I'll have to try again. But anyway, don't have enough room for them today in here. You gotta hold them like that, be very careful, alright? Alright, we're gonna cast this classic shrimp float rig down into that little crescent piece over there. The tide's running down in and swirling around in a circle down there. I've seen a couple mullet jumping. I caught that catfish in here. Maybe things are going to start happening. Let's go for it. And the day ended with me getting skunked again for tournament fish. But it was a beautiful day at sea. Like my videos, share my videos, comment on my videos, and go on over to Patreon and help me out.